can you kind of give a little bit of a sneak peek into what you would share in a kind of program where you're speaking at a school or some kind of lecture about coping with stress?
Yeah. So one of the things that I teach is called the soothing method. And it's a combination of havening, RMDR, brain spotting, all these different kind of modalities that are sort of psychosomatic, where you're using touch to be part of the thing that takes you out of your own stress. So breathing is really important. So the best breathing for stress relief is inhale 3, exhale 6. So it's 1-to-2 ratio. So if you inhale 4, then you got to do 8. Or if you do 5, you're exhaling on 10. And that seems to calm the system down. And then as you breathe, and nasal breathing, by the way, is the most beneficial. If you're a mouth breather, then you've got a lot of stress going on, especially at nighttime. So there's people who tape their mouths with some like surgical tape. And then if you practice and you notice your breath, then that's the first thing to, that's an easy low hanging fruit type thing. So if you do this and you're stroking your arms, and you don't have to be perfect, or you can stroke your hands, or you just do this, anything that's touching yourself in a very loving, gentle way. And that is primal. So, because when we were babies, we were held, and that's how we knew we were being taken care of. So that's primal. So if you hit the first primal of touch, that's the first primary sense. And then you do, and then breathing with your nose, which is what we did as babies as well. We actually cannot breathe with our mouths when we're using it for eating, but we can't breathe with the mouth. So it's also very, very primal to nasal breathe. So you're nasal breathing and you're stroking your arms, and you can do this, honestly, you can do this outside when you're stressed out. And you can do one arm, or you can do both arms, and then move your eyes back and forth. Because what happens is, and this is also very, very primal because of the eyes, when we see things that are good or bad, let's just say we see something bad, let's just say it's like a car accident, and the car was coming at you from over here, well, your brain remembers that. Now, you may not be conscious that you had that situation. So let's just say I'm in a car accident and it's coming over here, and now I'm going, if you watch my eyes, I'm like, see, I'm stressing. You can see I'm like stressing out because oh, that car is coming at me right here. So now your body's on high alert, but we can turn it off if we start rubbing our arms and then just literally staring at that point. It's very fascinating. To me, I can feel people's energies, and it'll feel like somebody is unraveling that memory to that pinpoint. And our eyes are like, oh, this memory is here. This memory when, you had your first kiss, it's right there. This memory, oh, this bad memory, and they're all little pegs all over. It's like the Matrix, all over. And our eyes remember it. Whether we and our brains count, oh, there it is over there, and that one point is over there. And the crazy part is, if you're not aware, if you forget, okay, well, that's where that car accident was, and somebody walked in your vision, suddenly you're like scared of this person, but you're not really scared of this person. You're really scared because that's the angle in which that car came at you. Does that make sense? So what you're doing is, all you're doing is you're soothing yourself, breathing with your nose, and then staring at a point, and you can unravel such trauma and stress. I did it with somebody, well, actually the Mergatis, and her hip surgeries when she was 4 or 5 months old, 3, 4, 5 months old. She had multiple hip surgeries. Now she can't talk and she can't remember these, but it's still stored in there. And so she just stared, and you could feel her crying, feeling like that crying sensation was coming, the sadness. And then just doing it for 3 to 5 minutes, staring at the same point, it had a wave, and then it went away. And then she feels better and lighter. And you can do this. Cost you no money. Just know how to do it. Just those 3 tips: breathing, touch to soothe yourself, and to put your eyes in a spot that you find stressful and just kind of like focus right there while you're calming yourself. And it's incredibly effective, really effective.
Definitely. I feel calmer just watching you do it and listening
Yeah, that's exactly right.
about it.
People have that experience. Just watching people soothe themselves is
Yeah.
enough to give that to you. It's kind of like a borrowing benefits.
Yeah, definitely. That's awesome. That's awesome. I hope people take that away and do it after listening to the show, because that's great. That's another one of those. It sounds simple, right? Like it sounds like anybody can do it. Like you said, no money, there's no consultation. You can do it yourself and hopefully feel a bit better afterwards. Awesome. I love that. I'm very calm right now.